Hey guys, today we're going to talk about designer IKEA hacks that you're going to love. Designers actually use a lot of IKEA, and one of my favorite products is the Billy bookcases, and with or without the doors that it can enclose them. I'll tell you why I love those. They are, of course, inexpensive, but what happens is when you put the doors on them, they look like a really reasonable piece, and they give you the ability to hide all of your maybe not quite designer approved stuff inside the bottom part of the doors that are solid. Another product that they do that I really love are their Riba frames. They're black frames that you can use to enclose your artwork with, and they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. They're reasonably inexpensive, and when you do a cluster of them together, it looks really expensive and really intentional. A third element that I really like that's also falling into the storage range, actually it's two, the LAC series shelving. What I really love, I have it all over the walls of our design studio because they're sturdy, good looking, simple, clean line bookshelves. They come in white, of course, or black. So they're great. But another one that they've introduced recently that's really cool is called the EKET. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's a modular system of storage, and it gives you lots of different kind of colors and options, and so you can really build something that really looks custom with IKEA prices. So it's a great little hack if you need extra storage in your space. Another area that I really love to go to IKEA for is their soft goods. And it's not something that you're necessarily thinking of because you think of IKEA as furniture, but they have a lot of different kinds of things, and we're going to get more of those at the end of the video, so be sure and watch to the end. What I love about their soft goods, and I'm talking about their rugs and their window treatments, is that they're reasonably priced and they're always great neutrals. So you can use them almost anywhere and in any kind of design theme. Two of the draperies that I really have used a lot and love are Ritva and Lenda. They both come in kind of like an off-white or a white. They look sort of linen-y, and they're really easily installed and hemmed, so they can really give you a lot of bang for your buck when you're talking about a window treatment. And then the carpets that I love are all of their seagrass ones. One of the favorite ones that I love is the Lohal, and that comes in a various set of sizes, and it's a seagrass double weave, so it holds up like iron. I've got them in my design offices, I've installed them in clients' homes, even with people that have kids and dogs, and they just wear like crazy for years. Another place that I would never think about IKEA to go to for is pendant lights and lighting that you actually install. Two of my favorites are actually the Hector pendant, which is actually the big lamp that you can put over a long table. And I also love I think it's gonna be pronounced Cinderlig, and it's this lovely triple layer basket pendant. And it's so stylish and so kind of boho chic, but it's like $60. So it's a super reasonable price. It just looks amazing up, and it looks really intentional. So another area that I definitely look to IKEA for is certain parts of their seating. There's two sofas. There's the Stockholm and the Stocksund. Both of them are available in slip covers, so it's great if you need to pull that off to launder or that kind of thing. There's also a dining chair that they have called the Henriksdale, and it's a lovely little slip covered to the floor in kind of a white cotton linen, and it's great. Mix it up with a couple of other more interesting chairs that you might have, and you're done. Designer look on a budget. Okay, so the last thing that I mentioned previously that I was going to talk about is really a surprise at IKEA, because when you go there, most people are thinking about furnishing a room or getting larger pieces that of course you have to assemble, which is a pain in the butt. But don't skip out on that very last section, which is kind of the decor and home goods area. Now, you can get lost in there, so I'm going to give you a couple of things to zero in on so that you make sure that you're making the best use of your time. They have really interesting throws, small area rugs, maybe that you're using in bathrooms or in your kitchen, those kinds of things. They have great plain white china, cutlery, cutting boards, things like that for your kitchen, which are great. They're super simple. They're plain and white. You can dress them up any way you need to, so they're a great base to work from. I also love their vases and their jars and kind of baskets. A lot of them are really different looking. They give a lot of texture to a space. They fill in on bookshelves. They act as decor in the kitchen. They're really useful. So make sure you load up on a few of those things as well. And it won't break your budget. So I hope this video helps dispel a few of the myths around designers and the fact that we really love to use super expensive stuff that's always out of budget. Sometimes we do push you towards something a little bit expensive, but we're always trying to balance the budget with other areas. And IKEA, especially these things that we've talked about today, will really make a huge difference in your home without busting your budget. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, it makes a big difference to me. So I'd love it if you would. Please comment down below because I always love the questions and I want to know what you want to know about things. You can also check me out on my website, which is lisaholt.com, or see me on my Instagram page, which is @LisaHoltDesignGroup. And I'll see you next week.